So I'm in the dentist chair today, laying down, getting my teeth taken care of, and it occurs to me that you and I are the same. And it that occurs to me because I'm sitting in this dentist chair and they're giving me the gas, and I tell Mary, "Give me everything you got. Uh, put vodka in it. Give me the gas." And then they put the headphones on me. This is Dr. Berlin, McKinney-Dentist.com, the finest dentist in all DFW. My dentist for 25 years. And they give me the gas, and they put the headphones on, and they're playing my 70s rock on music choice, MC music choice. And I really should be like trying to kind of pass out and go to sleep. But if you're like me, you know just what I'm talking about. I can't do it because I keep opening my eyes to see, oh, they're playing YMCA, which I hate. Oh, I didn't know that guy, helped write that. So, oh, here comes a song by Stevie Nicks. Oh, I didn't know that she dated. So I can't close my eyes. I'm so like information junkie that I'm letting myself be interested in is, oh, I didn't know that was the name of the four guys in the Four Tops. Like, who cares? So I'm in the dentist chair, and I'm obsessing over this minutia. And then it occurs to me that you're just like that, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Because when it comes to, for instance, Troy Aikman, friend of the show, versus Jared Goff versus Michael Silver of the NFL Network regarding the Matthew Stafford Rams-Detroit trade, versus. I'm just, I got all these details going through my head. So I've known Michael Silver for 33 years. We started working alongside each other in the next cubicle in San Francisco in 1988. And of course, I've known Aikman since 1990. And I find myself really getting bugged by the idea that Silver, who I think is a terrific writer and reporter and a good guy, would write that basically Troy Aikman carried water for Sean McVay and the Rams on the air on Fox every Sunday to make Jared Goff look bad. And Jared Goff's kind of accusing Aikman of that in this NFL Network story, and Silver's writing it. And Aikman finally came out and said, unlike Michael Silver, I don't bring a bias to what I do here. I'm trying to do it straight down the middle. So, name dropper. So I talked to Aikman today, and I told him what I've told you, and he laughed, and I said, you have a way of being critical, but it's a velvet hammer. You're not bludgeoning people. You're not stabbing people in the face. As I've told you, you say things like, I don't know that was a very good call. That's your way of criticizing. So when you're saying something negative about the Cowboys, and remember he talked about, I don't know that this organization has a direction, or whatever he said, the Bengals game, or when you say something about Jared Goff, I don't know that Jared Goff's having a very good game. He's just telling his truth with a combination of a scout's eye and now, after 20 years, not just a football eye, but now a broadcasting eye. I can't understand why Michael Silver didn't call Aikman and say, listen, Jared Goff is kind of leveling this accusation at you. I'm going to write about it. I'd like to give you a chance to respond. That's what you do. And Michael knows that. So that surprised me a little bit. I'm going to get out of my laying down dentist chair. Silver knows that. And I said that to Aikman. We do have agendas. We all do. People in this business have agendas. We don't like to admit it. We like to pretend that we're completely objective and, everything's fair and square and no biases and stuff. And that's not the way it works, because that's not human. Journalism used to try to do that, to its credit. But the fact is, if I have a connection with a player or a coach or an executive or a referee or a fan, try as I might, that's going to eke out, maybe unconsciously or subconsciously. It's going to. And you can see it in guys' coverage. As I mentioned to G-Bag Nation on Tuesday, Joe Looney, Cowboy lineman, is on their show every week. And they like him. So guess what? And he's on their show every week. So guess what? Gavin Dawson, Jeff Kavanaugh, whatever, they find themselves rooting for Joe Looney in a supposedly not very sound journalistic way. They're being fans and friends. And that's okay, because they admit it. I'm admitting to you that I'm admitting my AIKMAN thing to you. I do it all the time. I do it with Irvin all the time. I've talked about Jerry and stuff. I talked about Jimmy in the other way. And as I point out, not like to tattle on him, but to help people that don't understand get it. Just like when Chido Awuzie got drafted here, his very, very first day in the locker room, I walked up to him and said, Colorado Buffaloes. And he said, yes, sir. I said, Greeley, Colorado, right up the street. Oh, he knew, University of Northern Colorado. He knew just what I was talking about. It's an attempt to create some sort of a communication bond. If you followed Mike Silver's terrific career, you know that he's got a bond with Aaron Rodgers. Why? Is it because Michael Silver is a great journalist? It's part of it. Is it because Aaron Rodgers is a great player? Part of it. Is it because they both went to Cal? Yeah. So now along comes Jared Goff, exclusive, bashing somebody else, Silver and Goff teaming up to bash. Where did Goff go to school? Cal. This isn't a bad thing that Michael Silver has connected with two big-name Cal quarterbacks and developed a relationship with them. It's awesome. It's an awesome thing. And my admiration for Mike Silver is such that I think on his social media he puts that he grew up like in the same neighborhood with Steve Kerr and became friends when they were little kids. And now here Steve's the coach of the Golden State Warriors, and Silver is a Northern California guy, and his best friend growing up is the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. Look at us. And that's cool. But it's especially cool when we admit it. So I'm admitting to you that I have an AIKMAN bias, but I'm also telling you in my 30 years of knowing Troy Aikman, the idea that he's carrying water for somebody is preposterous and insulting. Furthermore, after 20 years of broadcasting, why does he need to carry anybody's water? They need him. Think he needs Sean McVay? They need him. And then one more thing. If the Rams' idea was, we got to get off this Goff guy, we got to trade this Goff guy, let's get something for him, why would they secretly tell Aikman, hey, please bash him on national TV? Because wouldn't that lower his value? Wouldn't it be smarter for Sean McVay to go, hey, Troy, listen, between you and me, we hate Jared Goff. But since you're carrying my water, I need you to go on the air every week and say how good Jared Goff is. Oh, I know he had a bad game, but you really believe in him. Will you do that for me, Troy, since we're pal? That's what you would do. And if Aikman was a water carrier, that's what he would do. But that's not what happened. Aikman watched Jared Goff play every week and said every week that he had his game that he was struggling. Looks like he's struggling. And Aikman did say in his statement, he goes, I bet you Jared agrees with me. If he goes and watches films of himself, he struggled in games where I saw him play. So some of this is buyer beware in regard to the media, something we talk about all the time, sports media watchdog. Some of it is understanding that journalists, including myself, get to have biases just like fans do. And then some of it is really an appreciation of the trivial. I'm listening to 70 songs, but I'm such a junkie for information that I'm not just listening to them, I'm watching them. I'm watching 70 songs. And they're not like, MTV videos. It's just, a still shot of Carly Simon. And then, oh, Carly Simon was born in 1942. Oh, isn't that fascinating? No, not particularly, but I was eating it up in the dentist chair. By the way, now that I've been in the dentist chair, I can eat it up fresh and clean. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching and reading and listening to what we do. Fish out.